Hey, we're playing Vampire the Masquerade. I'm Exetera, and I've got two guests.
I'm
Hi,
Krellen.
I'm Brandon Carey, aka New Dark Cloud.
And yeah, let's start stuff. Okay, and we're gonna just create our own character here. So first, we've got clan, gender, and history. I've never messed with the history. That's you can specify something that your character's background, but
So the history was something that was intended to be in the game, but they never got working right. And so in the vanilla game, it is disabled, and only if you have one of the unofficial patches do you actually get the histories enabled.
Interesting.
oh yeah, I should probably mention. Yeah, I'm running on it. I'm running a patched. So we're gonna get a bit of stuff out of that. There's some quests and there's some special stuff, but yeah. So it's mostly just clan, gender, history. And for clan, we're gonna be playing Tremere because they're relatively standard. They don't have they're not insane like the Balks, and they don't have to hide in the sewers like the Nosferatu. But they also have a bit of cool clan-specific stuff. Like they've got a whole extra quest with the Tremere Regent, who is a pretty cool guy. I
Also,
sided
they're
with
totally posh. Check out those digs.
Yeah, they are pretty posh. Although they're not. I would argue that they're more interesting than posh
It looked more punk to me, to be perfectly honest with you.
compared to Lacroix. Well, they're vampires. They always look punk.
Point taken.
Yeah, gender, male or female? Well, let's see how bad the female outfit is. Okay, female outfit is pretty bad. So,
Let's play as a dude.
And
all
the
right.
female outfits don't get any better either.
Oh, I saw the upgrade outfit for the Malkavian. But yeah, so name.
Duty head.
Nothing with duty in it. That word is spoiled forever.
I always go with like English names, like super English, not American,
Francis.
for
All right, I mean,
Tremere
I've
because
actually
they
been
just
going with
seem English to me.
Yeah, this may get me laughed at, but I've been going with pun names for a little while. My first character I played as a gangrel, and I was talking to a friend who'd played the game about my initial character setup, and I managed to spoonerize the name into Gangnam, so that was my character name. And then, of course, I continued the trend with Opa for my second character, but
Francis Moncure the Fifth.
how do we spell that exactly?
Well, Francis F.
No,
Moncure
the
M-O-N Cure.
that doesn't look right. And besides which, you're not actually like when you are turned, you are a normal person. So let's go with a name that is.
Well, so back into the lore of the tabletop. While you are like a normal person, the clans do actually take some consideration into who they embrace.
I mean, I guess you could say that, but at least the intro scene implies that it. Well, we'll get to the intro scene when we get to the intro scene, but yeah, let's go with Moncure, I suppose. And now for the attribute sheet. Let's see. I'm not actually. Oh, hey, this checkbox moved. I'm not actually sure what skills I want for
So,
Tremere.
what kind of character
So,
are you playing as? What are this clan's special abilities? Like unique abilities?
oh well, the disciplines. Auspex, which is Siora's long distance, good for range stuff. Dominate, which is interesting. I've never seen this one. I've never had a character with this before. Lets you control the minds of weaker kind and kindred. Spiffy.
Dominate's kind of a variation on dementation.
Okay, so it's just you get options in conversation that you
Well,
do
and
cool stuff.
obviously it also has some other abilities. But yeah, it primarily offers a bunch of dialogue options. More than dementation, I think, even.
Oh wow, this is a lot like Dementation.
Yeah, I mean they're basically the same, except one's not insane.
And then Thaumaturgy, which is basically magic. Level 1 is Magic Missile.
Hmm.
Uh, and then we get Blood Purge, which looks a
Just
little
a
like
warning:
Pestilence.
thaumaturgy is incredibly masquerade violating.
Well,
Well, I would
no, I'm
imagine if
used to
someone
that.
shot blood missiles at you, you'd figure they were something wrong too.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite discipline so far was Spectral Wolf and let's see, what's it called? The one with the bats, and those are totally Masquerade, blow it wide open. So I'm used to that. I am definitely used to that. So I'm going to put that point in Thaumaturgy because Blood Purge looks fun if nothing else. And okay, so abilities. Let's see. Thaumaturgy. It doesn't look like anything else goes into Thaumaturgy, but does Perception help you with your aim?
No, actually, I think disciplines are auto hit.
Okay, so we're not going to do that. Tremere, are they ranged or melee? You think? I think it's
Well,
time to play a ranged character anyhow.
they're actually mostly ability based. Other than that, obviously they have aspects, so they're ranged.
You put some points into firearms, and should we make our character a stealth character?
Um, I'm certainly good at stealth, and it seems, let's see, we get that in, yeah, dominate. We get that in dominate, so that could be useful.
Yeah, dominate does help with stealth. It's pretty nice.
And then knowledge, I tend to go for computer and a little bit in investigation or scholarship. I've never actually used finance, mostly because I tend not to buy things.
If you're not going to buy things, there's really no use for finance.
But like, do you buy ammo for firearms usually? Because
Yeah.
like, I mean, I'm coming from mostly melee characters, so I'm used to, you find the fire axe in like the second or third level, or maybe it's even the first level. Yeah, you get the fire axe early, and then you're pretty much set until the epic katana later in the game.
Can
So
you find ammo in the world?
When you pick up a weapon, if you already have that weapon, you get ammo for it.
Okay,
Well, if
so
there are
we're
a lot
playing.
of guns in the world, there will be a lot of ammo, naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not
later
it's
on,
enough ammo that you will
especially
run
in
out,
some of the
I think.
more combat heavy parts. There are fair amount of people with firearms. I was going to comment on the fire axe, however. That is another thing that is a patch thing because it does not come that early on without the patch.
Oh, really? Huh. I mean,
I
it's not like
heard
out in
this
the open.
game
It
is
is
nigh
hiding behind a
unplayable without the
couch.
patch.
It's
Is that
in a room
true?
that you don't have to go
It
into.
has never been true for me.
Oh yeah, I'll show you where it is when we get there because I could not. I don't want to miss my fire axe. I love my fire axe.
I think you're playing with the patch that I don't like.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what the deal is with different patches. The patch did do something kind of hokey, which is they tried to add back a level that was definitely not done, and it kind of shows. We're gonna have a nice conversation about that when we get there because there's a whole lot of stuff that you don't necessarily notice in a well-built level that you are definitely missing as soon as you step into an amateur one.
That's a shame.
I mean, it's still an interesting level, but it's definitely not up to scratch.
You're
So I'm gonna
definitely
go
playing with the patch I don't like.
Right. Well, I don't know. I didn't really see more than one that looked reasonably maintained. Is it that I'm on a higher version, or what?
No, there's two competing patches. It's a bit of drama between them because the creators don't like each other very much, and are constantly griping at one another. The one that has the wider spread is more popular and is the one you were running. Does more than just fix bugs and make the game run. It makes changes to the games, moves where things are, changes sequences, changes a few quests, and as you mentioned, adds a level. And the other one really just basically fixes bugs, makes it work, and that's it.
So I'm guessing you're more of a purist, but you like the other patch instead of the first one.
Yes, although purist might not be a good term to use because its creator is well known for making nude patches, and thus that is why it has a poor reputation.
I guess purist was the best word to use.
Good evening.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably good that we're getting... Like, I mean, I haven't played it vanilla, mostly because it wouldn't actually run vanilla. But I'm told that vanilla there is a lot of cut stuff that is... You wouldn't want to play without a lot of it.
I mean, it's a perfectly fine game. When I first got my new computer, which I'm on right now, at the beginning of this year, the first thing I did was install Bloodlines and play it again. So, you know, it runs. I didn't install any patches. I just played the vanilla. It runs. I don't know why I have good luck with games that other people don't, but...
You are not Josh, then, what you're saying.
I'm
My
pretty
guess
much
would be-
anti-Josh.
It pains me to announce the sentence.
No, the deal with Bloodlines, I believe, is Halo's got the same issue, but you can say don't bother me about this, and it will stop bothering you about it. For older games that are written for 32-bit systems, they freak out on computers with more than 2 gigs of RAM. Because
I
they're
got 6
overflowing.
gigs of RAM and a 64-bit operating system.
Huh? Then I've got no idea what's up. Maybe you're using compatibility mode.
As a reminder to our community that
Oh, I do
um,
have compatibility mode, because that's how you run 32-bit games on a 64-bit operating system.
lest we endanger all of our blood.
Why it's there.
Forgive me.
So
this
let's
is...
explain to me what's going on right now.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we were talking over the prince's speech. He did actually give a speech about it. There are varying sects of vampires. We'll probably get into that later when we get to the point where we as a character can talk about it. But this man is the prince of the city, and he is claiming that your sire, the person who made you a vampire, didn't ask his permission to make you a vampire, and the penalty for that is death.
Death of you or death of him?
Usually both, but he just killed your sire, and the prince was about to declare sentence on you, and Mr. Rodriguez there, who just said it was bullshit, was saying that killing you was bullshit.
Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the
Oh yeah, and
lives
just
causes of this
so you
country.
know, when I first went through this, I went through the scenes like, oh well, look at all these cute stand-ins they put here. No, every single person that they focus on, except for that guy who was, there was one, the guy with the spiky hair on the stage. You never see him again. Everyone else you will see more of.
So a lot of the random stand-ins are actually the player character models for other clans.
Your sire, tragic.
Yeah.
The ones who
the-
are actually random
But you see,
stand-ins.
There is a strict code of conduct that all of us must.
Oh, and also you will, we will get to go back to this location again. Although we're not going to get to see too much of it.
Anyone breaks these laws.
You go here again in a side quest.
Now, does this RPG take place in like the real world?
Yep, this is Los Angeles, 2006. Well, this is Los Angeles. We're going to be going to Santa
What I'm
Monica.
offering is not generosity.
Look at that strut.
To transcend the fate woven by your sire.
That's so
This is your
emasculating.
trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of
So it's a
Imperial.
goofy strut, whatever.
He will provide the details of your letter.
Yeah.
I've
kinda
shown you
funny, to
great
be honest with you.
clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture.
Well,
fledgling.
thankfully we're not going to be
Don't
seeing
come back
too much of it.
until you do.
You don't walk often in this game.